Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong and welcome to the back office. Please excuse the mess. I'm currently in the process of doing resin-y type things and moulding and all that kind of jazz. If you caught one of my other videos, you might have discovered also I've created a composite. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I'm going to call it Back Officeite. And it's basically, there we go, a near indestructible resin composite that's very light because it's got the texture of an aero. So you've got this pot, look, it can just absorb impact. I don't even know if there's any commercial way of making this in scale, but I think if you could make a bicycle frame out of it, you'd be very, very pleased. It's light, it's crazy light, like a bird's wing. Yet the strongest bloody material you've ever seen. Look at it. That is insano. Anyway, I'm going to put that away with my other little pucks of resin. I don't know what I was going to do with those, but I like keeping the pucks. I don't give a puck, I keep them. But today's really about these two packages that have sort of rocked up at my door, because I can't remember ordering them. I don't know what they are, so it's a mystery to me as it is to you. Although, is it really a mystery unboxing if you kind of then remember what it was when you've ordered it and you go, oh yeah, I did order that. Let's hope it's not anything embarrassing like the medicine for putting on your bum. Ooh. One of these things in a bag. Enjoy technology. Enjoy life. Looks like an SD card reader, and it's a micro SD card reader as well from the look of it. Indeed, look, you've got an SD card reader at the top, a micro SD card reader at the bottom, and that's it, USB 3. I do tend to go through these. I use them for getting my video camera footage onto my PC, and I sort of just maul them. And the one I've got is a really old Viho one, but it's still rocking, but it's starting to be a bit faily, like a little bit faily. There's something wrong with it internally in its electronics, so give that a go. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I'm sure it will work. If I recall, I paid a couple of pounds for that, so it's not like I broke the bank, but I'm really hoping it works. Because, good cheap source of those is always convenient. No documentation inside the envelope on this one, so it's a bit of a mystery. Again, it's really well wrapped for something I would get. I don't know why it's in this kind of tube. It's making me a bit cautious. Anti-static bag. 2. Oh, wowee! Wowee, yeah! I don't give a toss what it is. Well, actually, I do, because it's an Atari TOS set. Look at that! That is incredibly exciting for someone like me to receive. So I've got 2 Atari STs now, or STEs, and this is basically like a ROM BIOS set. So I get to replace the chips inside my Atari STE, and it'll give it TOS 2.06. And you're going to say, why did you want to do that? That's less compatible with stuff. Well, Atari software, whenever I use it, there's always incompatibilities because stuff was made for the STFN, won't run on the STE necessarily. So I'm not too bothered about that. But the main reason for using this, I use a Gotek drive, and there we go, I've got these Gotek drives, and you have to put a fancy firmware to make them run on a 720k machine, which is a pain in the arse. So I use one of these in my Atari that I've modded up, you might have seen that. And I've also got PowerPC now, and I want to use the PPC, portable PC Amstrad, which is a 720 drive, and I'd like to use the unit that's in the Atari ST in that. And if I put this chip in the Atari, these chips, this version of the BIOS actually allows it to use 1.44 megabyte drives, which then makes it compatible with a standard Gotek. So, woohoo! I know that's a big round the houses way, but I always like to be able to use standard hardware if I can, because I don't like taking apart, flashing a BIOS, and then it becomes irreplaceable. If I then go a standard one, I never know if I'll be able to sort of flash that firmware again, because you have to pay for that firmware. So there you go, that was $9.99 all in. And I'm really pleased about that. You're saying, well, those chips are just X pounds each, and that guy's clearly blowing them at home on his, whatever. But who cares? Now, looking at it, there is an interesting thing here, and I'm going to try to zoom in. The 2 chips are actually 2 different chips, though, it seems, or at least 2 different manufacturers. So you've got this E27 CO10U on the left, and then an L27 CO10U on the right. And the left one's a Korean chip, and the right one is a Singaporean chip. I suspect they're both identical chips electrically. It's just someone's got a batch job of these sort of things, a batch lot, and that's what they've done. They've just programmed them up. So there, that was my Saturday morning unboxing, and I'm going to be trying these two things out, and then obviously trying to get, we'll have a little quick go, this piece of friggin', what did I call it? Ridiculousite off my friggin' Lego block that I want to retrieve. I think the Lego block is just going to... Oh, look at that. I did it. I was going to shout out, I am invincible! But no, I'm not invincible. My Lego block is toast. As ever, thanks for watching.